Hello everyone and welcome to episode 26 of the Real World Draft series here on the channel, as it is the Fallout show from the Slammer Showdown for the Rocket. What a show that was, as that was quite the fucking main event and quite the show we had, as this is, the fallout from that. Obviously we set up at the Slammer Showdown for the Rocket show. We had Pete Dunne and Chris Hero for the #1 contendership for the British Commonwealth title, which that's happening now. As on this show for it's going to be the main event too. Weirdly enough, there's going to be an interesting show because usually we have a lot more matches than we usually do. I think we only have 3 matches, maybe it's 2. Yeah, it's 3. It's 3. 3 matches on our card, which it's kind of like an opener, a women's match. We have a tag match, and then we have the title match. We have an angle starting up. We're creating a new feud, which will be a rematch from a pay-per-view 2 years ago, or 2 months ago, back at Heart Attack. So that's gonna be fun. So let's, without further ado, let's run said show. As a pre-show, we got Brody King taking on Shinjiro Irie, as Brody King wins in 10:05 with the All-Seeing Eyes. He got a 42, 36 from Shinjiro Irie. So that's a 44 in general. We'll take it for the pre-show. And then this pre-show match that gets a 50 as Shima and Rikidoi defeat the Dark Order when Shima pins Stu Grayson with the Schween. How fun. As Dark Order taking the fall there. I mean, Shima and Rikidoi, they're doing 50s. They're doing great stuff. I like it. As the recap from the Slammer Showdown for the Rocket, triple threat main event, the tag title matchup of the Bucks and Sami Zayn and Kevin Steen. How fun. As I got a 62, a 57 for the Stampede TV intro. As then this gets a 27 to open up the show. Dear God, as I need Miko Satomura to get over. I just need her to get over, and she gets the win over Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green with a 24. She was off her game. Crowd didn't care about Miko Satomura because Chelsea Green's I think in the mid-20s for her pop. So yeah, but. There's a little accidental hit from Ali to Chelsea Green, but nonetheless, 8 minutes. Miko Satomura gets the win as the boss. She's having a little celebrational promo as still the Canadian Women's Champion as she beat Natalya, made her first defense. She gets interrupted by Trish as Trish kind of sarcastically thanks her and is kind of congratulating her on her win, and then just goes It's fun to get your first defense, but it starts getting tougher the more and more you go at it. So how about we just cut to the chase? I want my rematch for my championship. So and we're gonna make it official at BC Beatdown. And Sasha doesn't accept it. She doesn't accept it. She just kind of drops the mic and walks out before she could even say anything. Definitely a smug, kind of disgusted look on her face. As we'll have to see if Sasha will be strong-armed it into taking that title shot, thanks to either Brett or even Trish, but she doesn't accept it. But Trish has laid out the challenge for a rematch for her title, as that got a 61. Figured so. I mean, Tasha and Trish doing their thing, killing it. As this match, this is a fun little tag match. So at the Slammer Showdown for the Rocket, Naomichi Marufuji lost to Tomohiro Ishii, the No Mercy kind of muscle, if you will. And then Hiroshi Tanahashi also lost to TJ Wilson for the openweight title. So now we have basically Naomichi Marufuji and Hiroshi Tanahashi teaming up to take on Axis, as Naomichi Marufuji pinned Go Shiozaki with a double underside power slam. But really what was big is during the match, Ishii takes out Tanahashi, kind of lays him out, so it's 1-on-2 with Axis and Naomichi Marufuji. He overcomes the odds. He gets the win. As then post-match, so Kenta's there too, with his little crutches, as Marufuji ducks the crutch shot that Kenta was going to do. He steals the clutch, then he chases off No Mercy from it. So now Tanahashi is kind of back in the ring, selling, but he's there to help fend off No Mercy away from Naomichi Marufuji and whatnot. They run him off, gets chased off by one of Kenta's crushes. That's kind of, we're still building towards fucking Kenta and Naomichi Marufuji. If we have to wait for it, we gotta wait for it. But we still might as well build up towards it and keep it going. Especially, until we can do Tanahashi and Ishii now with this kind of interaction from that match, so we can set that up for the next Stampede too. So that's gonna be fun, having Tanahashi and Tomohiro Ishii, obviously, two men, no strangers to each other. Hopefully, I'm sure it's gonna be the worst match they've ever had, because we're in Canada, and I'm sure it's not gonna be as great as it would be if it was like in Japan or something. But still, it's gonna be fun nonetheless to do. As Father James Mitchell, before the Tommy and Pete Dunne title match, he gets the troops together, if you will, of Brody King, PCO even, and Stu Grayson, Evil Uno. Even though PCO, he's retired, he can still do stuff like angles and stuff like this. As he gets them together and says, he's like, alright fellas, we got one fucking mission in mind. Watch out for Brody Lee. Brody Lee, if you see that big rig son of a bitch, take him out. Make sure he does not touch the champion. He is to be protected at all costs. This is his night. It's his night to win. He's going to take out Pete Dunne, no problem. We don't have to worry about Peter. We have to worry about Brody fucking Lee to ruin everything that we've built so far. Be on the lookout for him. And then they have their match, which Pete Dunne takes the fall, takes the Black Mass, 9:53. Tommy End makes defense number 1 of British Commonwealth title. And then the fucking big rig shows up. The big effing rig, Brody Lee, comes out from the tunnel. PCO is waiting on him first. Big fucking boot takes him out one shot. Stu Grayson and Evil Uno, they rush him at once. Double clothesline, take him out. Then it's him and Brody King. They're face to face, staring off. And then Father James Mitchell, kind of. This is towards the actual ring now. We're at the apron, basically, in the end of the ramp. So then Father James Mitchell takes a cane shot to the leg. Brody doesn't sell it. Looks over to Father James Mitchell. Brody King this time. The Brody's and Brody. It's Brody King takes him out, and it starts taking him out. Starts firing up, punching. They start trading shots. Brody Lee shoves him into the steel steps on the outside, and then Tommy End takes the belt, hits him from behind, lays out Brody, and they all kind of kick him down while he's down. And then just kind of before we cut the black. Well, that's just a fun little the big effing rig. He cleans house for a bit and then gets taken out. And momentarily, I mean, it took 5 people to finally, after doing all that, but still a highlight for the big effing rig nonetheless. As then, to end out the show, the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson. He's got a microphone in hand. He's got the championship over his shoulder. He is not dressed to wrestle, though, but he says that Slam is showdown for the Rocket. There's one thing he learned, and that he wants to take on Pac one-on-one. He wants to see what Pac can do. It's just me and him. If it's just 2 guys in the ring, he doesn't have to worry about Brock Lesnar. He thinks those 2 could put on one of the greatest matches that the CWA have ever seen, and he's going to make magic with Pac. With Pac, and if Pac's up for the challenge, he's ready to put his title on the line. So, we kind of changing the flow of things, because most champions, they get called out by challenges, but I wanted Bryan to be different. Obviously he's a babyface champion, obviously coming from Brock Lesnar and even coming from Kevin, who were kind of heel champions. Now him being the babyface, I want him to call out somebody, and he's calling out Pac. He wants a one-on-one match with Pac. He's gonna get it. As Pac comes out, he accepts the challenge, and they get a little handshake on it, and it's set for the BC Beatdown show. American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, taking on the man that gravity forgot in Pac. As the show is a shit show. It was a shit show. I figured maybe the promo could save it. It still didn't. That match was real bad. I didn't think it'd be a 49 bad, but it is what it is. The Tanahashi stuff did well though. The Hiroshi Tanahashi and Michio Marufuji and Axis match did pretty well. I did not expect Miko Satomura and Chelsea Green to shit the bed like that. I figured it'd be a low, mid-ish 30s, but I didn't think 27. That's the way she goes, though. As we increased some pop, but lost most of the pop. Oof. But we got through it. Nobody got injured or anything, so at least we got that going for us. As we didn't really build the tag division scene. It's kind of implied, with Sheamus and Wade Barrett when they beat Miz and Morrison, that they're now kind of the number 1 contenders. But, we didn't set that up officially. We'll set that up next week. But that's fun. Oh, Eddie Kingston being called the MVP. Yeah, that makes sense. Makes fucking sense. As Johnny Saint passed away. Oh no. Our fucking Stampede. Fucking, oh no. How fucking sad. Wow. Well, and in TVG Plus, they hated what we did. How fun. As, yeah, our Stampede TV ratings, a 0.83, which, I'm not really sure how that is for everything else, as that was just one idea, by the way. It's Orange Cassidy signed a handshake deal, just kind of where we're at. Fucking Johnny Saint passing away. Yeah, we'll open up the show with, a little 10 bell salute, whatnot, for Johnny Saint, too. I mean, it's kind of funny. He was going to be featured more on our television, but our debut fucking show, his angle did like an 18, if you all remember. Yeah, a 17. Yeah, he debuted in the belt, and it was a shit show. Yeah, it was not good. Just didn't use him ever again. So, tough. That's a rip to Johnny Saint, as, we'll have to do something with the... it's kind of weird, because we just did something with the British Commonwealth Division. We'll have to do something else. Who knows? We got to do something now. I know that much. How fun. How fun indeed. Well, not fun at all, but we have, BC Beatdown. We have a match already lined up, the main event. Bryan Danielson and Pac, 1-on-1. Trish challenged Sasha, but didn't get the answer she was looking for. Didn't get any answer. So we'll have to wait and see how that plays out. How fun. Thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you guys next week for more CWA action. Take care, everyone.